and welcome to Photography. Today, I'm going to show you how I took Darth Vader number 727 from that Halloween light up series and was able to create this image.
Perhaps you think you're being treated unfairly.
Hi, welcome back to Photography. Today I'm going to show you behind the scenes of how we did our Darth Vader number 727, which is basically a Halloween image because it's a Vader holding two pumpkins. So I was really inspired by actually the old Hasbro packaging where we had Darth Vader's helmet with the flames coming up. So I wanted to kind of keep the pumpkins in there, but do something like that. So that's where I got the inspiration. And actually, I think that inspiration actually really was inspired from the original Empire Strikes Back crew patch that a lot of people remember from back in the day. So that's where the idea came from. And then I went about it my way. So I didn't use any virtual volume or any backdrop really. I just put a piece of black foam board as the backdrop. I just wanted it to be black and just really have all the focus on Vader and the lighting. And why the lighting kind of was lighting them up the way it was is because I knew I was going to end up using a stock image of some flames to throw in front of him. So knowing all those pieces, I knew exactly how I wanted to start this. So again, I started with using those two LEDs, little lights. They're little USB lights that I could plug in, change the color. So I changed them both to red and turned those on and had those standing vertically on either side of Vader himself. And that was really kind of lighting up the helmet, you know, the sides of that and everything, and kind of really starting to create and build that kind of silhouette that we all know. Then for the first actual loom cube, I actually used 3 loom cubes in this. So the first one I had low in the front of Vader, coming low to high, and that I actually had a red gel on that, and that was coming up. Again, I wanted to get the lighting that would help sell when he's engulfed with flames later. So the second light I added was another light with a actually I had orange and red gel on that, coming from the left side of Darth Vader. For my third loom cube, I actually had a little bit of a lighter warming filter. I put 2 of those on and stacked those up to cut it down just a little bit, but I wanted a little more white light in that, and I had that diffused in a globe on a boom coming down in front of him, kind of really butterfly lighting, where it just kind of comes and it really starts to shape that front, and you get the brow and you start to get the top of the grill. But again, it accents what we have with all the red and amber coming from the sides and front of him. So all I did then is just underexposed, captured that image. And then I did a few frames where I actually added my nano misters and got some of that kind of fog or smoke is what we're going to use that for. So next what I did is I brought this into Photoshop. And we started out with just retouching the image, giving it some overall vibrance, a little more saturation, and deepen the levels a little bit. After that, I duplicated that layer because I knew I was going to end up using a layer mask. So what I did is I grabbed my Adobe image, the stock image with the flames that I wanted. So I put those right in the front, and so they were right in the foreground. And that is why we were lighting Vader the way we did on the set, knowing we were going to have that light. And I wanted to really sell the red and the amber, the really big burning flames. So what I did then with that layer mask is just literally painted in the flames to where I wanted them. Because if I put the flames just on the screen, you'll see that it would just show over the jack-o'-lantern, like his left hand and his chest plate. And I didn't want to do that. So I was able to paint those flames in exactly where I wanted those. And then I was able to move on to the eyes and the jack-o'-lanterns themselves. So for the eyes, I just gave a retouch and cleaned that up and really kind of gave that a nice, tried to keep it as natural to the glow, but without actually showing the bright bulb in it. I retouched that. Then we created our glow effect using that by doing multiple layer effects and different Gaussian blurs. And we created that nice glow, added that layer on. Then I went to the jack-o'-lanterns themselves. I actually had another exposure that I did on the set with no lights except for the light of the Funko Pop itself. So I took that exposure, added that as another screen layer, and that really helped pull out the detail in the jack-o'-lantern's face. Then all I had to do was add the blue and the red button on Vader's chest plate. So I created those effects in Photoshop to add the glow, and that was really the final image.
Perhaps you think you're being treated unfairly.
If you enjoyed this kind of content today, please hit the like, definitely hit subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next episode of Poptography. Until then, may the force be with you.